Airlines are getting sneakier with overpriced carry-on fees. And if you're not careful, you could get stuck paying hundreds of dollars for a bag you thought was free. But what if there was a way to outsmart them? A way to avoid all unnecessary carry-on fees and keep your hard-earned money? If you want to beat the system, you need to plan ahead in 3 key stages. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because airlines will never warn you about these secrets. Alright, let's break this down. The key to avoiding carry-on fees is all about being prepared, being strategic, and knowing what to do when things get a little heated. That's why I've broken this whole process down into 3 crucial stages. I'm going to teach you how to handle those high-pressure situations, how to talk your way out of a fee, and how to use a few sneaky but totally legal tricks to get on that plane without emptying your wallet. Listen, half the battle of avoiding carry-on fees is won before you even leave your house. It's all about being prepared, knowing the rules, and packing strategically. First things first, know your airline's rules. I cannot stress this enough. Every airline has its own size and weight limits for carry-on bags. And trust me, they're not afraid to hit you with those fees if you're even an ounce over. Go to their website, find their baggage policy, and memorize it like your life depends on it. And here's a pro tip. If you're flying on multiple airlines, especially on connecting flights, make sure you know the rules for each airline. Don't get caught out by a surprise weight limit on your connecting flight. Next up, weigh your bags at home. Don't even think about showing up at the airport without knowing exactly how much your bag weighs. You can use a regular bathroom scale for this. Just weigh yourself holding the bag and subtract your weight. But honestly, do yourself a favor and invest in a portable luggage scale. They're small, they're cheap, and they'll save you a world of trouble down the line. And here's a little trick. If your bag is a little overweight, try distributing some of the heavier items into your personal item. Airlines are less likely to weigh those. Now, let's talk about check-in. If you want to avoid those pesky baggage fees, online check-in is your best friend. Most airlines let you check in online 24 hours before your flight, and this is where you can often avoid having your carry-on weighed at all. Print your boarding pass at home or use a digital boarding pass on your phone. Just make sure you have it ready to go so you can bypass the check-in counter entirely. And finally, let's talk about bags. The type of bag you choose can actually make a difference. Personally, I'm a backpack guy. Backpacks are less likely to draw attention than those big, bulky rolling suitcases, and they're often lighter too. For example, that fancy rolling suitcase the New York Times recommended weighs almost 8 pounds empty. My trusty Tortuga backpack, just over 4 pounds. That's a 3-pound difference, which means I can pack an extra 3 pounds of stuff without worrying about fees. Avoid those flashy, expensive-looking bags too. They just scream, "Check my bag." Stick to something simple, functional, and inconspicuous. Alright, so you've packed your bags like a pro. You know your airline's rules by heart, and you're feeling good. Now it's time to put that game face on and navigate the airport like the travel ninja you are. First things first, arrive early. I know, nobody likes hanging out at the airport longer than they have to. But trust me on this one, arriving early gives you a buffer zone. It lets you scope out the situation, deal with any unexpected issues, and most importantly, it keeps you calm. When you're rushing and stressed, you're more likely to make mistakes, panic, and just throw money at the problem. So do yourself a favor, get to the airport early, grab a coffee, and relax. And hey, if you've got a credit card with lounge access, even better. Make the most of that free coffee and Wi-Fi. Now let's talk about kiosks. If you weren't able to check in online, kiosks are your next best bet. They're usually faster than waiting in line for a check-in agent, and you're less likely to have your carry-on weighed. Just follow the prompts on the screen, print your boarding pass, and you're good to go. If you absolutely have to check in at the counter, here are a couple of strategies to minimize your chances of getting flagged for a fee. If you're traveling with a group, try going up to the counter one at a time. Airlines often weigh all the bags together, so if one person's bag is over the limit, it could spell trouble for everyone. And if someone dropped you off at the airport, see if they can hold on to any extra items until you're safely past security. Every little bit helps. Okay, so you've done everything right. You've packed strategically, you know the rules, you arrived early, but somehow you've still found yourself in a code red situation. That gate agent is giving your bag the side eye, and you know it's only a matter of time before they slap you with that dreaded fee. Don't panic. This is where those next level strategies come in. Code red level 1. Layer up. This is your first line of defense. Before you even get to the gate, start putting on layers. Wear your heaviest shoes, put on that extra sweater, and don't be afraid to rock the double jacket look. If you've got a jacket with a lot of pockets, even better. Stuff those pockets with heavier items like books, chargers, or even your laptop. And don't forget about accessories. Headphones, cameras, even those neck pillows can all be worn to lighten your load. If anyone asks, just tell them you're always cold on planes. Code red level 2 bag tricks. If layering up isn't enough, it's time to get creative with your luggage. Fanny packs are your new best friend. They're back in style, and they're perfect for holding those small but heavy items that can tip your bag over the limit. And if you're really serious about this, look into getting a Scotty vest. Those things are like walking suitcases. Another trick is to use a neck pillow with a hidden zipper. You can stuff a surprising amount of clothes in there and nobody will ever suspect a thing. And hey, if you're traveling with a friend who has some extra room in their bag, see if they can hold on to a few things for you. Code red level 3. The sneaky hacks. Alright, I'm only sharing these next few tips because I know you're desperate. These are the last resort, Hail Mary plays that I've used in the past to avoid those fees. One trick is to use a large fast food bag to disguise some of your belongings as takeout. Just make sure you don't lie if anyone asks what's in the bag. And if you're really desperate, you can always try discarding a few cheap, heavy items. An old sweatshirt, a pair of shoes you don't wear anymore. Sometimes a $20 loss is better than a $100 fee. Listen, I could talk for hours about the art of packing a carry-on bag. It's a skill, it's a science, it's a way of life. But for now, just know this. The way you pack your bag can actually make a difference in whether or not you get flagged for a fee. A well-packed bag looks smaller, feels lighter, and is less likely to draw attention. I'm talking about those scientific packing hacks that help you fit more into your bag without going over the limit. We're talking about rolling versus folding, compression cubes, packing organizers, the whole 9 yards. This is next-level stuff, people. And because I'm all about sharing the knowledge, I'm actually going to be dedicating a whole other video to this topic. That's right, we're going deep into the world of packing like pros. I'm going to show you all my favorite packing hacks, my go-to gear, and everything you need to know to become a carry-on master. In the meantime, I want to hear from you guys. What are your best packing tips? What are your secrets for avoiding those pesky carry-on fees? Drop your tips in the comments below, and let's help each other out. Because at the end of the day, we're all in this together, right? Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. So there you have it, guys. My complete guide to avoiding those soul-crushing carry-on fees. Remember, it's all about being prepared, being strategic, and knowing how to handle those high-pressure situations. Trust me, once you master these techniques, you'll be walking onto that plane with a smile on your face and cash in your pocket. And hey, don't forget to check out my next video where I'm breaking down the art of packing a carry-on bag. We're going deep on those scientific packing hacks that will change the way you travel forever. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. Until then, safe travels, stay adventurous, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.